welcome back everyone to another Moans and Bones reaction. I'm Una the Moans, and this is
Othaya the Bones. And what are we watching today, Una?
Nobody Ever Dies at Disneyland?
Nobody. Nobody, you say. Oh, I think
By
Disney
Caitlin.
has some skeletons in the closet, wouldn't you say?
You know what my initial thoughts of this are? Is there's a Junji Ito thing where they try to, in this town, where if you die, you basically turn into a monument, like a little shrine monument.
That's kind of cool.
So basically, they rush you the F out of the hospital and stuff and try to put you like on the grass, or in like a forest area or somewhere, and basically where you're not completely blocking, because you are not allowed to move said monuments. Bad things happen.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's a weird horror concept.
Oh,
so, like,
that's interesting. I haven't seen that. That's
yeah,
cool.
Yeah, I should show you more. You might actually like it. Pretty creepy at times.
That sounds awesome. And if you move it, the spirits get mad? Hell yeah. About time we get our bag.
Exactly. But that's like the vibe I'm getting from this, is like they immediately sweep you off with like a giant Mickey comes out with a broom and pushes you the F out of the park.
They like somehow are monitoring every visitor's health bar somehow. And if it ticks down to 1 HP or less, they book it out to you to get you the fuck out of the park before you die.
It's like the camera zooms in on a grandma, like with her like granddaughter giving her candy, like watch her.
She might trip, just like Meredith last week. Oh no. All right. Well,
not many people.
I'm pretty sure people
there,
have died here, but
unfortunately, or whatever.
I mean, accidents happen, especially with rides. I mean, like, things can happen.
Accidents, just health, whatever.
So,
it's a big place.
This isn't a super long one, guys. So just buckle in. We'll go through this with.
Let's see.
Is it Caitlin, right?
I mean, it's Caitlin, I believe.
Yeah. I'm still learning her name. I'm terrible at names, guys. Oh. Okay, you ready to go?
Yeah.
Previously on the wonderful world of death. Everything in the Disney universe is connected by both Walt and the specter of death. Death. Another well-known Disneyland legend centers on claims that the park is a popular destination for scattering cremated remains.
Is
that
it?
one?
No.
Is true.
Oh no.
Is it?
I guess it's okay. So people really want their ashes at Disneyland. I mean, it is a place of happiness. I suppose.
I was thinking, like, is that wrong? I guess I can see it, because maybe, like, maybe it's fairy tale, maybe you had good times there, and it's a big, beautiful park, right?
Wrong. I just think people will think.
But then,
it's
wrong. But then at the same time, other people are there, and are they just gonna sweep you up? You know what I mean?
I mean, sure, but I don't think you give a shit anymore, to be honest.
True, but some people who spread the ashes do. So I'm like, do you spread specifically at the park area, with the woods, or are you just sweeping on a?
I mean, what do you mean? Like, you're gonna go away somehow, some way, eventually. It doesn't matter if they get swept up. I mean, you just would visit you would just go if you did that with your family member, you would just visit the park to visit them. It wouldn't necessarily need to be in that specific place.
But here's another thought. Somebody's on the top of the Ferris wheel and just lets it rip.
It's just like coating like half the carts on the way down. Just dust grandma specks all across the different carts. No. And like one kid's like licking an ice cream cone, and it just like a huge clump just dumps on it, and he like shrugs, wipes it off, and keeps going. Oh
So
no.
funny.
That fantasy progressed further than I intended.
We've examined Uncle Walt's complicated relationship with death, all the motherless Disney protagonists, the ghost trains, the myth of the cryogenically frozen Waltsicle.
Waltsicle.
Wait, what? We will
the
have to go over
frozen
parts 1 and
death
2.
on a stick. What the hell?
But today
Yeah,
it's
apparently this is a part 2. I did not realize.
my turn to shine because we're talking about real death at Disneyland. You hear about families sneaking into Dodger Stadium with their loved one's ashes or taking
Yeah,
the
yeah,
forbidden
yeah, I've
honey
heard
to
all
the
that.
Hollywood sign. But the golden standard of places you know you're not supposed to scatter ashes but do anyway is Disneyland.
Really? I didn't know it was this popular.
Rides are shut down and evacuated because someone dumped Aunt Jenny's
Hell
cremated
yeah.
remains in the It's a Small World ride.
Hey, you're dead? This is the last interruption and line delay you can cause ever. Be proud of this.
Jenny never.
See, I was on my right. They're dropping it on rides. Don't.
Yeah, that's
just
not
do it
the
outside.
Great. Yeah, do it like in the lazy river. Do not do
Have a river
that.
forever
I do
in the
not actually
filtration.
condone this advice. This is all for comedic purposes. Fuck you if you try to blame me that I told you to do that.
So I decided to bring her here to It's a Small World and scatter her ashes in international waters.
That
Like,
ride
largely, it wouldn't hurt anything. It's just a little goofy, though.
Well, yeah, I don't know. And that people get wigged out. Like, people literally do think that they could get haunted, which...
so weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a weird ride. You know, actually, we should mention
I
this.
can't-
I have
Sound
never
like a little
been
too happy.
to either Disneyland or Disney World. It was like the Duloc song. That's what that ride is like. When Shrek and Donkey first arrived to the city, and it's just that stupid song. Duloc's a great place. Fuck off.
Hey, I'd be in there vibing, although that one son is a little like, you better be my friend.
It's like
fuck
suspiciously
you.
too happy. Yeah, it's like, you better enjoy this or we will stab you.
I, funnily enough, haven't been to Disneyland either, but I've lived.
It will be. It's on my list. We will. Maybe
So
we go
yeah,
together one day.
It's sad.
We go to
but
World.
yeah.
We go to Land. I don't know. People who have been to either Disneyland or Disney World, put what you have been to below, or if you've been to both, which you prefer and why. I would love to hear people's opinions on that.
Can't imagine.
I know
that
I've heard
surreal
these that really quick.
Oh yeah.
The
sure.
international Disneyland spots have been popular, but ooh, that's a
Oh yeah.
that's a
Well,
cost.
yeah. I would love to go to Disney. I think it's Disneyland Japan, not Disney World Japan. I think it's Disney. I would love to go to that one, or Disneyland Paris. I've heard that's pretty good.
Yeah.
I don't know, it'd be fun. I'm a fan of Disney movies overall. I think there's a good fun time, especially older ones. I
Yeah.
think the newer live action remakes are pretty stupid, but here we are.
hellscape is anyone's idea of resting in peace, but different strokes for different folks. Speaking of surreal, y'all aren't gonna believe this, but this video has a sponsor.
Really?
After 8 years on YouTube and not a single
A
sponsor,
Disney
all
video
of a
with
sudden,
a
not only
sponsor?
a reputable
Damn.
company, but a product I already use, swooped in to partner up. And that company is none other than Audible.
Oh, it's
Do the air
Audible.
horn noise again.
Oh.
As many of you know, we're trying to raise money for our nonprofit because part of our mission is to pay it forward
Bezos
and
Books.
donate to other, perhaps less visible nonprofits, like past recipients, the Colibri Center, and Pet Peace of Mind. And
Oh,
this
cool.
partnership with Audible gets us closer to that goal. I already use Audible, so I'm happy to share what I like about it with you.
I do use
You can
Audible
go
on
to
occasion. It is actually really nice.
audible.com/mortician or text mortician to 500.
Tried to start using it again,
get
and
one free.
then I get like distracted. I need to read more books and listen
I
to more
do
books
recommend
again.
it if anyone needs to, like, if you're not used to it, it does take getting a little used to, because I like to read physical books still, guys. I'm still a physical book person. I don't like reading digital books all the time. So, but how I got through my grad school was I had to there was so much reading I had to do to get it all done. Like, I'd have commute times where I'd be like in traffic for an hour and a half, and I would just listen to like my textbooks being read to me, certain chapters, because some of them were more narrative, and it was very helpful. It was very nice, actually.
Yeah. It depends on the book and the reader, because I either had certain jobs or commutes to where it was easier to listen and actually was enjoyable. So
Not
Or
an
sometimes I
Audible
even like to
specific,
fidget
like
while
call
listening.
out, but like just audiobooks in general, like very helpful. If you need extra time, guys, and you have extra time where you're doing something else, but you can still lend an ear to it, it does make a difference. So I highly recommend.
Free audiobook, 2 free Audible originals,
Or just to enjoy
and
a good fiction
30-day
book.
free trial. What free audiobook should you get? Now, you have endless, very valid choices here, but allow me to recommend Will My Cat Eat My Eyeballs on Audible. Yes, listen to my dulcet
Awesome.
tones read to you about postmortem predation.
That's
The
great.
URL and code are down in the description.
Will my
so go
cat
get
eat
me.
my eyeballs?
That's my
so
list.
good.
It's an Audible membership.
Yeah,
Every
I
month
need
you'll
to
get a
listen to
credit
that
good
one.
for any audiobook regardless of price. And if you don't use your credits, they just roll on over to the next month. And you get 2 Audible
I've been
originals,
curious
so
about
you
writing
can
a
sit
book,
in
but I
LA
don't know.
traffic like me.
It's hard to decide on
and
what
still
you
be
want to
learning.
write.
Any audiobook you get from Audible
True.
is yours forever.
But I would say now's the
Go
time
back
to
and
go for it more
re-listen
than
anytime,
ever,
even if you
pretty
cancel
much.
your
Well, yeah,
membership.
I would agree.
And you can also return an Audible audiobook anytime. No questions asked. But don't return my audiobook. I worked very hard. Anyway, this is
I worked
cool,
very
right?
hard.
We'll announce at the end of the video where today's donation is going, all made possible because of this sponsorship with Audible. People want their ashes in a place that was meaningful for them. That might be the ocean or a rose garden in the backyard, but for a lot of people, that meaningful place is Disneyland. According to the Wall Street Journal, park custodians said that it's about once a month that people are
Once a
caught
month?
scattering ashes.
Damn.
And those are just the folks that are actually caught.
Yeah, those are the ones that are caught. Heck yeah.
Should just do like some discount service where there's a specific spot
Just start
where you
offering
can come in and
funerals.
just scatter it.
Like, I don't know why they're not monetizing this shit. Literally, like,
It's not the full
buy-
funeral.
buy
Have a
more
place where you
land.
can come in and scatter. Yeah.
Buy more land and have like a graveyard tower or something. Like, that'd be kind of sick. You could even turn it into a creepy ride. There's people that would totally be on board for that shit. To be like laid to
There would
rest
be, and
there.
there's people who like, what?
You could make it educational to a degree too.
True.
But yeah, I don't know. I feel like there's a better way to do this than just dumping grandma into the Pirates of the Caribbean ride.
Mom's cremated remains right here in the Louisiana bayou. That was cool. I'll give you that. That was a really cool ride. There was also so many opportunities to scatter cremated remains. It
Well,
was
yeah.
all water. You always had
dark.
an opportunity at
Fuck.
any time to take out a little vial of mom and kick it over the side into the water. I'm not suggesting you
Oh,
do that.
here
I
you go,
would never
Mom.
suggest that you do
Little
that.
vial.
It's illegal. But I see how it's possible on that particular attraction.
The most popular places to scatter? Pirates of the Caribbean, in
Yep.
bushes during
That kinda
fireworks
makes sense.
displays, and top of the list, the Haunted Mansion ride. One park
Oh my
employee
God.
stated, the Haunted Mansion probably has so many human ashes in it, it's not even funny. I don't know, I think it's sort of funny. Before doing
That's
this
pretty
scattering,
funny.
people have also been known to sneak
Yeah.
grandma into the park in a special purse or bag and hold it while posing for a final post-mortem portrait with Granny's favorite character, all unbeknownst to Mickey, of course. Before
That's
being
kind of
scattered,
silly,
Grandma may
but-
also be treated to a final trip on her
I
favorite
mean,
ride.
I mean that to me was pretty harmless. If he didn't spread the ashes and
It's
he just had it
harmless,
in,
sure.
yeah, he had it in a bag. He just took a photo with Mickey. It's not like Grandma wanted a photo with her favorite character at the end, and then just starts pouring the ashes all over Mickey, and then starts taking selfies. Like, you will get the photo. You will.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, I don't find that really a problem. It's just a little silly because like I don't know that you need that picture either, but you know, whatever helps you. Maybe that was Grandma's favorite character. I can see that being helpful.
Yeah, no, see, that case, I have no problem with it whatsoever. Sure, I mean, is it a little weird? Maybe. Who gives a shit? If it makes him happier, whatever. He's mourning.
It's before becoming part of the colors of the wind. Or more likely
Yeah.
vacuumed up and sent to a landfill. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, that Florida landfill or the California landfill. Both sound horrible. Like, let's be one has probably a lot more needles.
Disney does not want you to do this, but what is the actual law? In California, your
I saw
family is
that alert.
legally allowed to scatter your ashes on private property, as long as 2 rules are followed. 1, that you have the permission from the property owner, and 2, that the remains are scattered in a manner so they're not distinguishable to the public. If you're dumping Mom's pile of bones into the bushes, clearly without asking Disney if you could do so, yeah, you're breaking the rules. Now, as I tell people, there aren't any ash police, no anti-scatter vice squad. You might very well get away with it, but businesses aren't used to bones and ashes, and what you think of as a nice gesture may turn into an obscene amount of trouble for a lot of people. Take the opera lover who scattered some of his dear friend's ashes in the orchestra pit of the Metropolitan
Don't do
Opera.
this.
Some of the musicians thought it was anthrax, a terrorism call was made, everyone's evacuated, and this performance and a second.
I mean, in this scenario, can you kind of say like people were maybe a little overreacting a bit? I mean,
Yeah,
anthrax.
So like, if you don't know why he charged in there to dump it, it would be weird. That's why again, ask the people and like get a way to do it. Because I would probably let
And
somebody do this
even try
respectfully
to
and then
ask
clean it up.
Well, even try to incorporate it into the show, right? Maybe, or like make it like a part of the thing where like, hey, this is where my grandma, whoever, fuck, I keep saying grandma. Grandma's dying all the time here. But like, I mean, just like, I don't know, just work it out in a better way. I don't know how. Just don't make people freak out like this.
Performance were canceled to the tune of many thousands of dollars in lost revenue. The happiest place on earth already has so many lines. Don't also shut down the Haunted Mansion entirely for everyone visiting that day.
Hey, I know people like, what about these rich celebrities that rent out the entire park for a day? That's all the dead man is doing.
There you go.
I mean,
But Caitlin, Disneyland
we just normally can't afford it, so our ashes are paying for us.
doesn't ignore death altogether. They're offering Disney funerals now. I saw it on Facebook.
Wait, really? Are they?
Yee.
Is that fake? That has to be fake,
Disney
right?
funerals now. I saw it on
I want to see that
Facebook.
post. From conceptions to weddings and now funerals, Disney will take care of you coming or going. Walt Disney World is not only top vacation destination, but with the new end-of-life service announced, it may soon be the premier spot for destination funerals. This has to be fake.
That's not a real thing.
Yeah, okay,
Disney
okay,
Hospice
good.
Yeah.
is real, right?
Yeah. The Disney hospital is not real. Oh, hospice? Hospice!
Sorry,
Disney hospice!
Bibbidi Bobbidi Bye will not be available anytime soon. These stories have both
Bibbidi Bobbidi
Why would
Bye
anyone
should be
think
at the
hospice is real? That's
Disney
crazy.
website called Uncle Walt's Insider. They say no one
Uncle
ever
Walt.
dies at Disneyland, and they're right. Because of how the medical legal system works in the state of California, it's sort of a bureaucratic thing. But that's how I like it. I love making bureaucracy fun. So here we go. Mouse ears. Actual deaths do occur in the park, which brings us to yet another big part of the widely accepted Disney mythology. The claim that there's a company policy that no one is allowed to actually die on Disney property, and that victims must be removed from the park before being declared dead. As much as Disney has a
That is
cold
fucking
iron
ridiculous.
fist of cheerful power clamped over the Magic Kingdoms,
Yeah.
even they can't stop death. People have been declared dead in the parks. In 1984,
good.
a plane
Okay.
crashed in the Epcot parking lot, and the following year there was another recorded death in the Disneyland parking lot. And there are deaths due to visitor negligence, which basically seems to translate to being a teenage boy making bad decisions with their not yet fully developed brain. In 1964, a 15-year-old boy from Long Beach unbuckled his seatbelt
no.
while on the Matterhorn bobsled ride
no.
and attempted to stand up near the top of the mountain. The boy
Kid.
fell out of his sled, hit the
Why?
track, fractured his skull, and died 3 days later. Granted, he didn't die in the park. More on
True.
that later. In 1967, a 17-year-old boy was killed on the People Mover when he slipped while jumping from car to car and was crushed
God,
to death
what
by
an
oncoming
idiot.
cars. History
What an
repeated
idiot.
itself
Same.
in 1980 when another teenage
Gonna
boy
say
was
the-
also jumped.
Pause. I was just gonna say the people mover killed him now.
Yeah, people mover, it moved him one last
No,
time.
he was being goofy jumping.
Yeah, why would you jump between cars? I mean,
You're not Mission
that's
Impossible
so
in it, people.
sad. I
Just there's
so
reasons they
young.
have these things designed.
17 felt invincible. Wasn't.
Yeah.
from car
Sad.
to car on the People Mover when he fell into the track, was crushed by a car, and his lifeless body was dragged several hundred feet before the operator stopped the ride. Thankfully, Disneyland closed their People Mover in 1995.
That's terrible.
But it lives
That's
on
so
in Florida.
bad.
Something that does
man.
play into the no one dies at Disney myth is that when incidents do happen, victims are usually transported to a nearby medical facility, the same as if an accident happened anywhere outside of Disney parks. You're going to try and save a person who's been severely injured. If someone were to die on the way to the hospital or shortly after they arrive, they aren't pronounced dead at the scene of the accident where the actual cause of death occurred, but at the hospital. Although the cause of death would still be listed as something like blunt force trauma due to Disneyland ride or stabbing by Minnie Mouse.
Disney.
Having by Minnie Mouse.
The place of death, where the doctor actually declared it, would be the hospital. For example, just this summer, a contractor working at Disneyland was killed after being hit by a falling steel plate. He was rushed to a nearby medical center where he was pronounced dead. There's even a store called Memento Mori in the Magic Kingdom where you can buy death certificates and other death-themed souvenirs. If only obtaining an actual death certificate were so easy and fun. Disney parks may seem like a magical utopia that exists apart from the real world, but the reality is they aren't. In 2018, a survey revealed that 75% of Disneyland employees cannot afford basic living expenses. Many of them experience food insecurity because this $130 billion company does not pay them a living wage. Reports estimate that 1 out of every 10 Disneyland employees have been homeless in the past 2 years. This can lead to tragic consequences, like in 2016 when a woman who had worked at the park since 2007 was found dead in the car she had been living in. I feel like I should take the ears off for that part. It's evident from recent many.
That's pretty fucked up, Disney. What the fuck? Oh my god.
That's sad.
Yeah,
I know Disney has issues with
assholes.
that. Also, cost of living in that area ain't great.
It's Florida. Or well, no.
Was it Florida or California? Either way.
No. It's Disneyland. If it's Disneyland, it's California. Disney World is Florida.
Disneyland employees are deeply conflicted. They love their job, their co-workers, and some of them are even huge Disney fans. But how do you reconcile something that you love and enjoy?
Yeah, I know. Like, I love the movies, but this is sad. Like, pay your employees right. They deserve
Disney
it.
Deaths, you might enjoy the Disney Death Tour website, which serves as a counter-narrative to Disney's hyper-mediated spaces and muted depictions of death. Disneyland does not allow for memorials or references to death within the park, going so far as to ban the words "in memory of" on memorial bricks out of a fear they might remind park guests of death. Disney does acknowledge
that. Who are those for, though?
The Gavuzuli family. Maybe it's like, I don't know. I don't know what these are for. But the fact that they ban the words "in memory of," are you kidding me? I don't think they need to. They don't need to obfuscate death so much. Like, I understand death is a heavy topic, but god damn, I feel like avoiding it this way is just weird.
Especially, I mean, once you've given the brick, so anyone's gonna be like, "Why is that brick there?"
And there's tons of death in their movies. Like, must we bring up Mufasa?
As a little kid, you just be like, "That's just remembering somebody, Billy," and like move on. I mean,
I know, right? Like, I don't care for this scrubbing. Like everyone is so precious that they need to be protected in this way. If anything, I think death should be held face. This is just my personal thing, guys, but I do feel like you should face death head on and celebrate. If someone did die, celebrate their life, because that's what they would want. They'd want you to tell stories, eat good food, and remember them for the best they were, and then you carry on and do the best you can with the remainder of your life. Like, I don't know, that's just how I look at it.
Send me some vibes and donations.
Party
with their spirit.
Remind park guests of death. Disney does acknowledge real death in one unique way, through its support for organizations like Make-A-Wish Foundation that fulfills requests of children and people with severe illnesses.
Oh, the one way they
Thanks
tackle
again to
death.
Audible, whose sponsorship today means we're making a donation to the In Between, a hospice that serves the homeless population, giving the most
cool.
vulnerable among us a place to die with good medical
This is an
care,
older video,
support,
guys,
and
but it's cool
housing
that she did this
security.
kind of stuff.
Support us by going to audible.com.
If we ever get big enough, we would love to do
Yeah.
some stuff for charity too, actually.
Some of those charities actually around, I might look into them.
And it helps others.
Cool.
And to the
Yeah, we would like to do
patrons
stuff
who
for some pet
always thought
charities
we
and
deserved
things.
help to make these videos possible. YouTube isn't a bad place all the time. So even though Disney doesn't want to remind us that,
We're all gonna die.
it's gonna happen. And like it or not, this Disney video is helping us help people toward a good death.
Oh my
Maybe.
god, the like
This
apple
Maybe.
fucking crazy mug was amazing.
I know, I loved it too. That's what I was looking at as well.
Toward a good death. And like it or not, this Disney...
Wait, hold
We're
on.
all gonna die.
Yeah,
It's gonna happen.
Yeah, that mug is sick. All right, that was a great video. I really liked it. That was interesting. Good conversation piece too, really, to talk about it. I mean, Disney has such a hardline stance on it. I feel it's actually unhealthy, the stance they take on it. Personally, death is a reality we should all just accept. For Pete's sakes, they have Jack Skellington.
True.
Come
I
on.
was saying, like, they had those little memorials, but like, who get? I wasn't quite sure who got
Yeah,
those.
if anyone
little
knows what those
memorials.
memorials are, please explain in the comments. We would really appreciate that. But yeah, we're gonna call that one here unless Una has any other closing statements she would like to say.
I guess we just need to find a spot to actually release the ashes on Disney, so it's not weird and random.
It would be so funny if there's just like eventually one day at Disneyland, like it's just like in the corner of the park, it's just called Ash Silo, and you just deposit, and it's just this massive pile of ashes.
No.
Oh no!
Specifically make like a little ferry to like looks like they're wafted around, so you're slowly being transported from Disneyland to a magical kingdom. There you go. There's an idea for you, Disney.
If these bones ever wither away into ash, I think I would like mine shot into space. Let me drift forever.
Be part of the cosmic or comet space
Yeah,
dust.
just return me to the cosmic dust
Magical.
where I belong. Alright guys, take it easy.
Find your rocket.
And I hope leave a like, subscribe. Oh my god. And we will see you in the next Moans and Bones reactions.
Yeah, bye-bye.